President Trump awards Charlie Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously. He blows another narco-terrorist boat out of the water, and he slams Time magazine. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today. All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today, he awards Charlie Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously on what would be Charlie Kirk's 32nd birthday. He did it at the Rose Garden today. Big turnout for this. Erica Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk's wife, accepted the Medal of Freedom on his behalf. She gave an emotional speech about it, saying that she had been trying to find the perfect gift for Charlie for 7.5 years, and this, a perfect birthday gift for Charlie Kirk. And, you know, President Donald Trump spoke about just the impact that Charlie Kirk had on the youth in this country, and also credited Charlie Kirk with his win back in November, saying that if it had not been for Charlie, it might have been Kamala Harris standing in the White House today, and nobody would have wanted to have seen that. Again, remember, this is President Donald Trump, who 24 hours before this ceremony was in Egypt signing a peace document between Israel and Hamas. He was in Israel. He traveled halfway across the world, and he was going to try to postpone this ceremony because of all the travel and the development with the peace deal in the Middle East. But once he learned that it was Charlie Kirk's birthday, he said there's no way in the world he would change it. He flew back here and canceled every other meeting that he had with the big wigs over there in the Middle East. He came back to make sure that he was there for this ceremony today to honor the life, the legacy of Charlie Kirk. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, he orders another lethal strike against a Venezuelan narco-terrorist boat. President Donald Trump ordered the lethal strike and obliterated a narco-terrorist vessel off Venezuela. 6 cartel thugs were KIA. Drugs were stopped dead right there in the water. He says, under my standing authorities, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth ordered kinetic strikes on DTO boat trafficking narcotics. Intel confirmed ties to terror networks. There were no U.S. Personnel that were harmed during this attack. This is the way you deal with narco-terrorists. There is no way that these Venezuela drug cartels are sitting there feeling confident that they're going to be able to continue to move shipments of drugs into the United States and continue to harm and kill American citizens. Trump is not going to let it happen. I applaud him for this. He is coming down hard on these cartels, and make no mistake, this will be stopped. Trump is going to stop them from delivering these drugs into the United States, and that's what this is all about. He is deterring them from doing it. And now they know. You have Democrats on the left that, what about the narco-terrorist due process? You don't get due process when you are a terrorist network that's trying to kill Americans. You are dealt with the way that Trump does it, swiftly and efficiently, and I love to see it. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, he warns, talk about, swiftly and efficiently, he warns Hamas that they better disarm. This is the second stage of this peace deal for Hamas to disarm. I believe they also return the dead bodies of the hostages. I don't think they have all been returned yet. But President Donald Trump said they are going to disarm, or we are going to disarm them quickly and quite possibly violently if we need to. So President Donald Trump, strong words for Hamas, saying, we got this far. Don't be screwing around. Do what you're told. You're supposed to disarm. Do it, or we're going to do it for you, and we'll do it violently and quickly. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, he slams Time magazine. Now, it was interesting to see some of the media give President Donald Trump some of the credit for making this humongous peace deal in the Middle East. But even while doing so, they got to give him a backhanded slap, and that's exactly what Time magazine did with putting him on the cover with this terrible profile pic of President Donald Trump. He commented on it on Truth Social, saying, Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. I never like taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? He knows exactly what they're doing, even though they want to give him the credit because they have to. They're kind of forced into it, the media is, especially like a Time magazine who hates President Donald Trump. They're forced into having to bring up the fact that he secured this peace deal in the Middle East. It's a historic deal. But while doing so, they're going to make sure that they take a crack at President Donald Trump. And this is the way that they did it, by putting this picture that is not a flattering picture of President Donald Trump on there when the guy is so super photogenic. He takes great pictures. They could have done this the right way. If this was Biden or Obama, it would have been their best picture would have been airbrushed and edited to make them look like they would, much better than they are. And there's not much to work with either of those. President Donald Trump slamming them, and rightfully so. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today. He hosts a bilateral meeting today with Argentina President Javier Milei. Again, he's meeting with other world leaders just after coming back from a trip right off the plane here just a few hours beforehand, and he's already welcoming world leaders like Javier Milei to the White House. And one of the biggest moments from this today was President Milei gifted President Donald Trump a framed letter nominating him for the Nobel Peace Prize. World leaders all over the place have recognized him. We know that the Nobel Peace Prize winner from Mexico dedicated her Nobel Peace Prize to President Donald Trump. There's no way in the world he should not get it in 2026 if they will finally give it. But again, it doesn't matter because President Donald Trump cares about saving lives. He has been doing that since he got into office in January. He's ended 8 conflicts now on his watch, and he's looking to make that 9, and hopefully he's going to parlay the peace deal from the Middle East to help put the squeeze now on China to get them to stop supporting Putin and then hopefully get rid of this terrible conflict going on terrible war going on between Russia and Ukraine. That's where he'll turn his attention to next. But the President of the United States is an absolute machine. 79 years old. This guy is a globetrotter. He's everywhere. He's freely open with the press. He's been answering questions nonstop all weekend long. He is the best president we have ever seen, my lifetime or any lifetime. President Donald Trump is getting it done for the American people, and I love to see it. If you love these breakdowns, make sure you follow the podcast. You can hear why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.